Now to some breaking news here at 4 o'clock. Gabe Sterling is now entering the 2026 Republican race to become Georgia's next Secretary of State. Our political reporter Doug Reardon just confirmed his bid moments ago. Sterling famously stood up to President Donald Trump in 2020 amid election threats and misinformation. He was the chief operating officer for 6 years under Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger. Sterling just left that role a few weeks ago. So Sterling will have at least two Republican challengers. Former U.S. Senate candidate Kelvin King and State Representative Tim Fleming have both launched bids for the Secretary of State position as well. So far, no prominent Democrats have declared.